Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Sethum and welcome back to the second episode of our Death Knight playthrough. We're going to carry on with the quests that we have here. We are still in the starting zone. I think we made decent progress when we first started out. It is a bit weird. I don't have questy, so it is one of those situations where I do have to actually look for them and sometimes even read the quest. We're going to crack on with trying to get as far as we can in this episode and hopefully get ourselves out of this quest zone. I would appreciate it. It's nice to actually go into the actual world and stuff like that. But yeah, this is what the aim is. I don't know if we'll do it in this episode or if I need to make another episode of it. The end part of the Death Knight quest chain is actually quite nice, if I'm honest. So I am looking forward to that grand battle. It's pretty cool. I remember it very vaguely. So with that said, if you guys enjoy this, please don't forget to hit that like button, share, comment, and subscribe. And we're going to crack on and see where we get with it, really. So apparently I need to camouflage myself with one of these carts, or get in one of these carts, something like that, and then end up having ourselves hauled to some location by a miner. So I'm not quite sure what's going on. There's a cart there just moving about randomly. But yeah, and we've upset this dude right here, so might as well slap him across the face with our shiny sword a couple of times. I hear that these... There we go. Look, it's moving. Honestly,
I can't do that yet.
I think I know where I need to... Okay, hold on. Let's not get too excited here. So I'm going to go and get with this. Haha, that's what I needed to do. That makes plenty of sense. This guy is very excited to take us to where he's taking us. The wheels don't spin, which is interesting. But, details, you know. I do like the fact that there's actually ships out here. I don't understand the logic behind it. Maybe they're setting up a port or something. But I'm going to make a guess. And say... See, to me it looks like they're packing to go. Because they're putting resources on it. They've got a full-on military here. And they're taking stuff on the ship, so it's almost like that. But look at that, well set out and stuff. Nice. They definitely want to defend these ships. Alright, so we get hauled on the ship. And what happens to you? Okay. He just disappears. Alright, so this is one of the things that I have no idea why my character just made that noise. Really do not know. Yeah, this is one of the things that Wrath of the Lich King introduces quite a bit. A lot of these like quests with mounting things and using them, which is not bad. It's different, and I do like it, to be honest. Whoops, there we go. Sorry about that. I had a hiccup right in the middle of it, which was obviously useful, but a little bit. So for some odd reason, it doesn't really sound like a cannon. It sounds more like a gun. Yeah, see? It sounds more like a gun every time I do this. So we have to kill 100 of these people, which is very easy because it's got a decent range on the AoE. On the area of effect, I should have said. Some people might not necessarily know what AoE stands for. It is, you know, one of those abbreviations. You're not coming up here. See, I could do this all day. I'm trying out different abilities because apparently, yeah. Well, we're mounted on a griffin. The moment we mount on a griffin and gain some air, these guys go back to their position, but they respawn really darn quick. It just looks pretty cool, though. See, that makes sense. That's probably what would be in real life. It's really interesting, right? So, like, World of Warcraft wants to do all these massive battles and stuff like that, which is nice. You know, they want to make them feel epic, but they don't really use a lot of soldiers. There were a decent amount of soldiers there, but I feel like, you know, if they wanted to make it feel epic, they should have added a lot more. Of course, it might also be a limitation on the system as well. We can see people on griffins flying about. I'm guessing those are the air patrols, so to speak. So they might not necessarily be people. They might potentially, most likely, be air patrols. Well, we have arrived at our destination. Let's hand in the quest and see what we get next. Okay. So apparently I can join a group. What I was thinking of doing just now is I was thinking of trying to spam in looking for group. Apparently you can't do that if you're not looking for group. But I want to get into the guild that my other two characters are. So yeah, that's one of the things I'm going to have to do. But yeah, it's interesting that it lets me do this at this point in time. I can actually join a dungeon group, which is really interesting. But yeah, we'll go and oh, hello. Oh, Jesus. We got to reply really quickly on that. So oh, we got another whisper there. Lord. So yeah, I'm just replying to the person that whispered to me, letting them know that it's me, Sethum, and I want to invite into the guild. So I'm being asked right now if I want to go to Black Rock. That's a dungeon, which I can't do. Well, I can do, but I can't do because I haven't completed the whole quest line for the Death Knight. In the sense of, okay, in the sense of I don't have all my abilities and stuff, so I can't really do that as a Death Knight as much as I'd love to. Yeah, we are lacking many abilities. We are lacking gear. We're lacking a lot of things. So there's no point in doing any dungeon like activity. Oh no! Oh boy, who's that? Okay, I thought that was the person that's meant to invite me to the guild. Maybe being a bit of a in the party and inviting me to try and invite me to the guild. But apparently that's not it. That's one of the groups that's wanting to do Black Rock, which I don't want to do. That's well confusing. See, I'm not a fan of people inviting other people without actually asking them. You know, it's just one of those things, and I do... Yeah. I didn't answer that for a reason. I didn't answer that whisper for a reason, because I don't want to do any dungeons. I know that there's no point in doing them. Yay. I'm now in the guild. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, a bit confusing there. I do apologize. It's a bit, I guess, of a way to start. Right, so I'm trying to figure out where the next quest is. Aha. So it's up in that thing right there. Alright, fair enough. Now, I realize I must have come across as being quite rude to the people that invited me in the group. I was in the looking for group, and I did say quest, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I might have accidentally chosen something that was wrong, but I wasn't really looking for a group, and I didn't answer that whisper, yet I got invited, so, you know, I don't know. I guess I came across as rude. I'll take that. I'll take it. Whatever. It's just one of those things. And I can't really do a dungeon at this point. As I said, I still have to unlock many perk points, many bits of armor and stuff like that. So, yeah. We gotta finish our Death Knight stuff. Okay. Let's go up here and Does that work? Nope. Nope. Guess not. I thought this was a teleporter. Okay, maybe we need to take a griffin then. Yeah, okay. I'm just looking at where the base of operation is for the Scarlet people. I remember that there was quite a few things that we needed to do there, so I don't remember what we needed to do. I just remember there was quite a few events that we needed to do there, kill people and all sorts of things. Alright, let's speak to you.
His eyes are upon you at all times.
Okay, let's grab this.
The might of the Scourge will not be challenged.
So we need to talk to you then?
Yes.
That was a big sigh. And we can learn some new abilities. Nice. It's interesting that at this point in time, the the Death Knights actually charge you gold for learning skills, which makes no sense. They shouldn't. You know, you're basically an undead. You're not free. Alright, let's add corruption, because this one, pestilence is what it is. I call it corruption, but no, it's pestilence. This is definitely something that we need to include into the rotation. Okay, just having a look here at what abilities I have at this moment in time. Okay. And, oh yeah, hold on a bit. There we go.
I will listen for now.
So it looks like we need to go back down again. Again, I don't know why I looked at the map. It's one of those things I need to remember the fact that I haven't got Questy, so it's not really going to show me what I need to do or the area I need to go to. I guess we grab a griffin from this green area. There we go. Okay, and I just realized that my chat's not moving, so I need to scroll all the way down and stuff. There we go. Perfect. I guess we go and talk to this person right here. Alright. So I'm trying to figure out where I need to be, location-wise. I guess there are certain named areas, so that does help us with some information. Alright, so we don't need to be up there. Let's see, where exactly does it want us to go? So I don't know where the Crypt of Remembrance is, that's the whole issue. And I didn't see it named on the map, so trying to figure that one out now. So as you can see right now, the world has phased a bit. Apparently the Scourge have made progress. You can see houses burning, dead bodies on the ground. This is where the people were cutting down things and stuff like that. It was actually quite active with enemies now. It's all friendlies. So as you can see, we've made quite a bit of progress. Alright, so we have this dude to talk to. Noth the Plaguebringer. Okay, so that's a grave, and I can see what would look like an entrance into a crypt. Okay, Crypt of Remembrance. Here we are. Okay, now I'm beginning to remember this specific section. Baron Rivendare. So as you can see, we're getting bonus talent points. So these would be the points that we would have normally obtained if we leveled up naturally.
My task is
This is the horse that I want. It's a pretty cool horse, and I think Mr. Baron Rivendare right here does drop it in, what's it called? Stratholme. He is the final boss you fight, and I believe he drops that mount, although the drop rate will be stupidly small. But that is a cool mount, and I am going to get it. And now I'm going to get it at least on one character, if not two. I feel like that would be a nice mount to have on the Death Knight, and also a nice mount to have on the Paladin, because it makes sense. I don't know why. I want it on the Paladin because it's my main. Alright, let's chop you down. So now basically the ghouls are trying to gain entry into whatever this place is called. Avalon. Alright, so I guess we get to collect some skulls. And this is where things get really creepy now, because normally we are used to fighting on the other side, where we're fighting against the undead, but now we are the undead, or in other words, the Scourge. We are now playing as the Scourge, going around killing people and taking over the village. So it's a bit weird being in playing in this from this perspective. Probably sounds better that way. But it is nice that the game does, or the devs have made it this way with regards to, you know, being a Death Knight. We get to see what it's like to be part of the Scourge. You know, and actually do some not so nice things before we're actually free and we end up fighting against the Scourge. This would have been a inn, which is clearly empty. Do you know what? So I was basically chatting with people in the guild, and some people were saying that they're going to hold back from doing a Death Knight right at the beginning because there's too many people doing it. It's going to be cluttered, this, that, and the other. And I don't know if necessarily that is a good idea. And the reason for that is this place will be crawling, or would have been crawling, with NPCs that you'd have to fight, which can make it difficult. But because there's that many people killing them off, it's not that bad. Yes, there is competition for the creatures or NPCs that you're trying to kill collect for quests. Yes, that is a thing, but it's not really all that bad. I feel like starting it early does simplify it. Die, Scourge dog, die. So he says.
I'm out of range.
Okay. Yeah, so these guys are innocent villagers, and we are just basically taking their lives, really.
That ability isn't ready yet.
Citizen of Avalon. Oh, he evaded. Alright, come on then. I'm gonna do the citizens because they are easier. They're kind of clumped together, so it just makes my life that much easier. So we've got 7 out of 15. This guy keeps evading. Okay, well, we're going to go upstairs. We're not going to bother with the one that keeps running away. Look at them. So innocent and unsuspecting. Oh, we've upset this dude. I guess we might as well deal with him. Alright, might as well loot you. Apparently you have a skull for us. And we need to collect your skulls. Just looking at the animations for the scared villagers, or citizen, as they call them. Okay. There's a lot of screaming. Alright, so this dude has a pet with him. A little ghoul. It can be quite effective, you know. Yeah, so there's that thing, that side to be in a Death Knight. You can actually have a pet ghoul. Now, I do wonder, and I'll have a bit of a look around in the talent tree once we get out of this zone. I'm not going to allocate any points in any talents whilst we're doing this. We're going to do it without any point. But when we do get to the point where we can actually level up, well, when we get out of here, yeah, I will then allocate points in a talent skill tree. I don't want to do it now because I don't really know what I'm going to do in the sense of what role I'll be playing. I want to be DPS to become a tank, or to level up and get a tank level. Tanks are rare to come by, so there's that. But again, it's a difficult one. If we had dual specking, I would have gone with DPS easily, really quickly, and that would have been my questing spec. And this is going to hurt potentially. I might die here.
I don't have a target.
Okay, that was a close one. Yeah, like I said, I don't know exactly what I'm going to go for as a role. I think I would like to do it as a tank. I think that a Death Knight is a good tank just because of how their skill tree works and their abilities and their skills and stuff like that. So I do want to do that. But the question is, how easy is it to level up as a tank? And that is the issue I'm faced with. I could potentially go with a DPS and then go into a tank role at the end, or just go straight into a tank role. Saying that, I don't know how to tank because I've never done it. Well, I did it a long time ago when I played, but that's over 10 years ago. I don't know how to tank nowadays, so I don't know. Do I want to chance it? I might want to chance it. I feel like this would be a good time to learn to tank. Yeah, hello. You're not going to let me just go in there, are you? How did I know that? But yeah, going back to what I was saying, the Death Knight, because of their abilities and how they use their abilities, the fact that they're not mana users, I feel that they would be really good tanks. Plus, they can actually aggro hold aggro on multiple targets quite well. So they have that going for them as well. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, you can actually make a self-healing tank that is very difficult to take down. And I think it's a blood tank or something like that. But again, I don't know how that works in terms of the spec tree. And it's probably what I'm going to aim for. Well, I'm going to have to read about it, really. I'm going to have to figure out the various types of tanks that we can do with the Death Knight. And I would ideally like to go down the route of a blood tank. The blood ability, the blood tree, actually heals. So I think that's the way it worked. Well, like I said, we'll have to figure this one out. I'll have to do some reading in my spare time and actually figure out how things work on this class. Okay. So I'm looking through the quest just to see what I need to complete what we have. We need 3 more citizens, which is not that bad. So I'm going to go and do the citizens, get that done. That's 1 quest out of our hair. You know what? I feel like with the whole Death Knight being released, there will be a lot of tanks coming out. So that's the other thing. Do I want to be a tank, or should I go DPS and then respec into a tank at the end? How many people will actually be DPSs? How many people will actually be tanks? And here's the thing, because it's pre-patch, we are going to be lacking about 10 points in our skill tree, if that makes sense. So I've had a look at the skill tree, of course, on the Paladin, and we are about 10 skill points short for what would be the ideal build for my class as a Paladin. So the question I have now is a blood tank achievable?
I need to get closer.
That's the other thing I need to do. But like I said, I feel like there'll be quite a few tanks. Okay, there we go. We got you. With regards to Death Knights right now, especially seeing as everybody wants to make a Death Knight. So, is it worth going straight into a tank role? Probably. I feel like a lot of people might potentially also go DPS on it as well. Yeah, okay. Well, I didn't want to aggro you, Councilman. And of course, we've also upset the mayor, who has a really weird haircut. That is a haircut, isn't it? No, that's a hat. Oh well. I mean, you're not really doing that much damage. I don't know why you're even trying. I wasn't going to hit you. I would have just walked away. I left you for this dude to kill you. Okay. I guess that's us done for this area. Let's go and find the other people that we need to execute. We don't want to deal with you. We're fine with that. Alright. Here is our citizen. I'm too young to die. Well, you're gonna die anyways. Why are you still here? If I was in your shoes, I would have been out of here like nothing else. I would not be hanging about. Oh, hey, I was hoping not to aggro you, but I guess that didn't work out the way I wanted it. At least we're getting plenty of skulls. Right, well, we don't need too many citizens, just 1 will do, or maybe 2. Okay, let's get 1 more citizen and then we're finished with this.
It's too far away.
Okay, this one's done. And we have 2 more things to complete before we go back. I just don't know where to go to complete them. So we need a chain and a cauldron. I'll go and hand these in, I suppose, and pick up the next quests. Those undead griffins look pretty cool, by the way. Those bony griffins. They actually look interesting. Let me just see exactly what this guy wants. Okay. So we have plenty of skulls. We need an empty cauldron and chains. Let's quickly mount up. I'm going to go to where the armory is. I'm sure I'll find one or the other there. So I think the armory or smithy was down this way. It's not an armory, it's a smithy. I don't know why I called it an armory. So let's see what we find here. Okay, so we got the chain. Now we need a cauldron. So if the chain was here, then I'm going to make the logical assumption of saying that the cauldron would be in a inn-like building. So let's go and have a look for a cauldron. Now I know there's an inn not far from here. And I think it's the one on the right here. Yeah, there we go. So let's go look for a cauldron. Yep, getting stuck on things. Yep, okay, that was a good guess on my part. I don't know why the cauldron would be kept in the basement. I mean, I would have expected a cauldron to be kept in the kitchen, but maybe it was being stored and not used. Suppose the last thing you'd want to do if you're being attacked by an army of undead is eat or cook food at that time. Oh, something funky's happening to the skybox. There are a lot of ghouls coming in. I mean, they do seem to be outnumbered at this point in time. Let's quickly get on our little horsey. There we go.
My task is done.
If you say so. Okay, we've got the registry. Oh, hold on a bit. Haha. Okay, so this is a repeatable type of thing. Obviously, only the first one will give us some XP, so we got some XP off of that as well. We're going to go back into the Crypt of Remembrance, hand in these two quests, and see what else they want us to do. Alright, we'll talk to you. Tell you what though, they are handing out a decent amount of XP. Like, that is a lot of XP.
My task is done.
Okay, just making sure we've equipped all of the gear that we need. So apparently we need to torture some people now. Get some information from them. So yeah, the things we do as a death knight, one of them is torture. Okay. So I'm just quickly scanning this one just to see if there's anything specific that I need to do apart from equipping the weapons that we have here. And it seems like it should be fairly straightforward. So we now need to find some of these dudes and fight them for information. Well, this one didn't want to talk to us. Nope, I was hoping to get some information from that guy because he was already fighting. It's not like I'm going to tag that dude's enemy, so... You know, if he's going down, might as well help him take him down and try and get some information. Okay, let's see what we get from you. There we go. We've done it. So we now have the information that we need. And of course, with that said, we have this guy over here. I'm just reading the text here, but it is cool that they've included these like text as they're being tortured, I suppose. What's that? A little letter over here, not really anything useful to us. I did forget that we actually do stuff like this as a Death Knight when we start out. I guess we were really bad when we started out, which would then make sense as to why people didn't like us, especially when we first go into Stormwind. You'll see that, that's something I remembered. You'll see that a lot of people in Stormwind will hate us and they'll throw things at us. They'll throw rotten apples and call us all sorts of names, which again is a really cool type of thing. I'm just looking through what we have in terms of gear. That kind of tells me how far we are along with the quest line. Normally at the end of the entire Death Knight quest line, quest chain, we end up geared in all blues. We should have about 50, roughly 50 perk points, and so that's kind of an indicator that we're getting close to the end. We are still making our way through this whole area, so we've got still quite a bit to go. So I'm looking for this person. I'm not sure where to look down. Down here I know is where the cauldron is. Yeah, okay, that's not changed. With the whole phasing thing, I'm not quite sure where to look anymore. So, see, this is why Questy was useful. Alright, take it easy, lady. I would not have touched you if you didn't attack me. There you go. Well, it's not here. I do have another idea of where to look. So let's just pop out of here for a bit. So this is a house. It's not where we need to be. Alright. Jeez. Go away. It's the women, isn't it? They're the ones that are nasty. Might as well take take care of you as well. So we're looking for an inn. That right there is an inn. But I don't know. Maybe there's another one that we have and I don't know where it is. Yeah, so there's nothing here. I'm looking for a mark to say that it's the right inn, but again, there's not signposted. Normally they have like a little tag on the outside, little thing to say what inn it is. Yeah, tavern, inn. Basically, it's kind of the same thing in my mind. Yeah, so we're looking for a tavern, and I'm just reading the log now, just trying to figure out where that tavern is meant to be located, because I'm not quite sure where I'm going with it. Alright, I will try and have a look at the back of this section. I remember there were some buildings there. I never actually had a look inside them since we've made this new Death Knight, so I'm hoping that that's where it wants us to go. Ooh, there's a lot of people patrolling out here. Okay, we have this right here. Aha! Okay, we found it. Now here's a bug for you. You cannot enter this mounted. Which is really interesting. It's probably because the Draenei is actually tall. So we are snagging onto the door and we can't actually walk in mounted. Alright, we'll talk to you, I guess. Pick up the next quest. So just kind of briefly having a look at what they want us to do. Let's grab this. And let's see. So we need to get the patrol schedule and search for a character. I'm just having a quick look just to make sure I'm getting myself familiarized with basically the requirements of this quest, because it's a weird one. I mean, they're all weird because I don't have Questy, okay? I'm gonna have to update it. I reckon I would have done this a bit quicker with Questy. I suppose this way, without Questy, I have had to read the quest, so I kind of know what happened. I know the lore of the story. I didn't spend too much time reading it, but I guess, yeah, you know, pros and cons. But for the other types of quests and stuff like that, I will, of course, need to get something. Hey, hello. Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you. Come back here. Nope. That didn't work out. I was hoping to cheat my way there. That would have been a nice way of doing it. I guess not. Right, so he did pop out of here, so that kind of confirms to me that this is where we need to be. Okay, I was hoping to run past these dudes without actually having to fight them. There's 3 of them.
I can't do that yet.
Can I actually manage? That is the question. We are wearing plate, so we do have that advantage. You know, plate is a good reduction in damage, so yeah.
I need to target something first.
Yeah, might as well just fight my way through.
I need a target.
Okay. So I'm going to make a guess here and say that he's somewhere in the basement, because that's how WoW seems to like things. You use the basement for torture, not the attic.
I don't have a target.
Or prisoners for that matter. So I just need to find how to get to the basement. First things first though, I'm going to go up to the top. I feel like at the top of this building there will be our basically what's it called, the New Avalon patrol schedule, which is what we're after. I feel like this yeah, I feel like this is where things would be. I don't know why I'm getting these things, and yeah, I'll hold on to them for now. Do I have to fight anything? Nope. Okay, that's pretty clear in this area. Someone else has been here before me. Again, makes my life that much more easier. But you don't want to hang about here too much, so I'm going to make my way to the basement of this building, which is, I'm going to guess, where that dude is being stored. Okay, of course, we've aggroed you. Tell you what, I'm going to be nosy and I want to have a look up here. I did hear that huh noise that they make when NPCs go into combat. So that made me stop for a second there. Yeah, that one.
Not ready yet. It's locked.
Alright, well, I don't have to fight you, but I'll give you a hand. Just because.
I need
Why not?
a target.
So, how do I find the basement here? Ah. Okay. It's down this way. I'll talk to you. No, don't do that. Right, someone else has already started it, so we're going to have to wait this one out. Now it's time to wait for my turn to do this exact same thing. And yeah, I think this is one of the things that could be a bit annoying, just waiting around for NPCs to respawn. I'm just looking through the skills, just kind of trying to entertain myself here. We don't have a lot, so I suppose we get more than what you would do if we were to, for example, start from level 1. I mean, the gear we have is, I'd say, significantly good enough. We will, of course, be progressing, so as such, we'll be getting far better gear. That's level 60. I'm looking through the whole achievement system. I remember certain achievements that I spent quite a bit of time working towards, especially when this came out. And I'm trying to find, I mean, I know there's a lot of achievements, but I'm trying to find the ones that I liked working towards. And of course, the aim of the game there is to start working towards them eventually at some point. There we go. He's now put himself on the torture rack, because why not, you know?
Be done.
Alright.
Ashes to ashes.
He's now sat himself up. Now standing up, I'm going to look in the box, because that's why, you know, when you torture someone, you're gonna basically keep their armor set next to them. He's now put on a bubble, which really doesn't help much.
I need to target something first.
So basically, oh hey, there you are. So basically, I need to defend this dude. This can be fun. I do like the purple color of the bubble, by the way. It is a nice color, if I'm honest. And I actually don't dislike colors like purple and pink. I think they're quite nice. I used to actually at one point have a pink shirt, and I do think certain
I can't attack that.
items can look nice in pink. Generally, clothing. I don't think, you know, I'm not a person that thinks pink is just for girls. It can be or look nice on men just as well if done right, though. You don't want to look too weird with it. So, but I do like colors like that. I like pink. I like purple. They're nice colors. Oh, hello, High Inquisitor Valroth. Wow, what a name. Valroth.
That ability isn't ready yet.
Trying to decide which way I like it. If I like Valroth or Valoth. I think I find Valoth easier to pronounce.
Quick.
But I suppose Valroth works just as good. Alright, so we're just going to follow this guy because he's going to grab aggro for us. We don't want to fight stuff on the way out. So yeah, he's just going to upset everybody, and we just follow him. I'm just going to follow you all the way.
I will listen for now.
Nope. Nope, he didn't do that. You got me into a bit of trouble there, buddy. You didn't keep your promise. So, according to the text and the quest, the NPC was meant to grab all the aggro, which he didn't do. And the aggro he grabbed was not proper aggro, in the sense of they chased him for a couple of steps and then they ended up chasing me. Nearly killing me as well. Right, let's go and turn this one in and see what we have to do next. I do like the whole phasing of the world. I think this was the first time it was actually introduced into World of Warcraft, and it felt quite nice. You got to see how your actions affected the environment, which, I'm gonna be honest, I personally liked it. I don't know how other people felt at that time. In the past, when we did things that should have affected the environment, didn't really happen. You know, there wasn't a lot of phasing. There wasn't any phasing as such. And I find that the whole phasing process does help with immersion quite a bit. So I'm just reading where we're supposed to be going in the objectives area. So I'm gonna guess it's somewhere around here. Yep, okay. The Chapel of Crimson Flame.
Make it quick.
Okay, so let's pick up the next quest from the student and see what else we have to do here.
We will ravage this land.
Okay, this is who we're looking for. So apparently we need to kill this him. Kill this him. Kill him. So he's now talking to us. I'm reading what he's saying. So apparently he recognizes us, and he's trying to kind of communicate with us and trying to remind us of who we are and that we're a good guy, and, you know, basically asking what's happened to us, what they've done to us, how they've changed us. Listen to me, Miranda. You must fight against the Lich King's control. Okay, guess we waited out. Finish me off, Miranda. Do it, Miranda. Put me out of my misery. Well, you asked for it. So I'm guessing, because I can see there's different races, so what they would have done here, and I don't know, maybe someone can confirm this, is you'd have to kill your own race, if that makes sense. And they'd claim to know you and stuff like that. So we get this item, which is kind of cool. It's going to be nice to be
Tomorrow is another
in
day.
all blues, if I'm honest. Although that won't be for too long, because what's going to happen is we're going to start leveling up in Outlands, and then we'll go and get better stuff. I keep forgetting we can't actually come in here mounted. Whoops.
You need something.
Alright.
Another time.
Okay, so what's next?
Speak your piece.
Okay. And just quickly making sure I've got everything ready to go for my character. See, right there. I'm trying to see what differences there are between these. We'll store it for a later time. Right now we don't really need it. We can only have one of these. So just quickly reading what these do in case we do need them. Let's talk to you.
Make it quick.
Ambush at the Overlook. Alright, let's grab this quest from you. I'm guessing we aren't very far from finishing with this zone, to be honest. East of here. So the Overlook is 200 paces east of here. Okay.
There's work to be done.
Now, which way is east? Overlook. So there's an area called the Overlook. It's going to be fun finding this one. just going to quickly look around and try and get my bearings here. So we need to get the courier and get his message. And that is at the Overlook. We have an outfit or costume of sorts. We can't use this here by the looks of it. Okay, it's because I'm mounted. I tried it to... Okay, we've aggroed this dude. This lass. He's not a dude. Yeah, okay. So we have like a disguise of sorts. So we need to basically hide ourselves with the use of that disguise and then pretty much get the messenger. Ah, this is the Overlook, okay. Oh, that's a bad disguise. Jesus, who's gonna fall for that? You'd have to be bloody stupid to fall for it and realize that it's not a real tree. Oh, what a bad disguise that is. Like, it looks like it's been drawn by a little kid on a piece of cardboard. It's fine, just, yeah. Right, we got everything that we needed. Okay, I'm not going to read that. Maybe another time. I was hoping you would not daze me.
I need to get closer.
There we go. So I'm going to go and hand in this quest.
What?
And see what we have to do next.
What?
Alright, so we get 2 talent points. Okay, so I get to disguise myself as the messenger boy. And we send a fake
Something.
letter.
Ashes to ashes.
Okay, let's mount up. So even our mount is disguised. Interesting. That is good attention to detail there. So all of these guys would have been elite. Nice. Well, I'm glad I'm disguised. Hopefully they can't see through my disguise, because that's going to suck. I'm just generally going to stay far enough away from them so they don't notice me. Okay. That's that done. I guess we go back, we tell them that we completed the quest and see what's next. And I think that is where I'm going to end this particular episode. It does seem like we have still a fair ways to go until we're going to be a free Death Knight. A Death Knight that is not under the influence of the Lich King. So by my guess, we should be finished within 3 episodes, each of about 1 hour. So roughly it took me about 3 hours to complete this beginning quest line for the Death Knight. I reckon I could have probably done it in 2.5 if I didn't have the problem with not knowing where to go. So if I had the questy add-on showing me where to go and what to do, I could have probably shaved off maybe half an hour, maybe more. But with that being said and done, that is it for this video, folks. Thank you all for joining me. I really do appreciate it. and I really do appreciate all of the support that you've shown me with regards to this game and this series in general. It does mean a lot to me, and I'm glad people are enjoying it. I'm glad that there is interest here on the channel with regards to this type of content. I will see you folks in the next episode, and of course, as always, until then, stay safe, folks.
We'll